Hey guys, how's it going? So this video, I guess I filmed most of it the other day, but I forgot to film an intro for it. But the general idea of it is there are a few things that are on general service kind of tasks that dealerships or shops do for your vehicle when you take it in. And a lot of these things are actually really simple to do on your own. It's just most people don't really know what gets done or how often it's supposed to get done. So I just thought I would make a video on a couple things that could save you some money if you're capable of doing it on your own. I kind of started off showing the simple ones and then kind of talked a bit about the ones that are a little more difficult and required a few more tools. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope it helps and possibly saves you a few dollars down the road. Anyways, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so now that we're here at the car, let me just open her up and I'll pop the hood and we'll kind of start there. Alright guys, so starting with things that I check kind of often is first things first is my windshield wiper fluid. So I go through my windshield wiper fluid pretty quick and we'll have to fill that up more often. But that's kind of because of where I live. And so number 2 on the list is your oil. So if you don't know how to check oil, Mazda makes it really easy, at least for our case, because your dipstick is front and center in your engine bay, so it's not hard to see. But all in all, you pull your dipstick out, wipe all the oil off of it, push it all the way back in, and then pull it out again, and then you'll be able to actually look at the bottom of the stick and see how much oil is left in your car. If you have too little, you can just add some more oil if you're not really due for a oil change yet. If you have too much, you're probably going to want to do a full oil change because you need to drain some of that out, because too much can be bad for your motor. So the next thing that you can change that's kind of in the engine bay on your own, that's not really worth taking it to the dealership for, can be your air filter in here. So that's going to be in your air intake box somewhere in your engine bay, depending on your car. You have to make sure you disconnect your sensor to unplug that, and then for Mazda's case, it's just got a few clips on our box here, and then you can kind of pop it open and you can replace that. I believe there's an actual schedule for how often you should really replace your air filter, so that depends on the make and model of your vehicle. Beyond that, let's hop into the car itself. One thing that actually dealerships do is when you take your car in for service, oftentimes they grease all the hinges and stuff. So let me just pull out a light here. So all your door hinges, you can kind of see how there's the white grease. That is a thing dealerships do as part of their service. So if you wanted to do most of the service stuff yourself, you could put a little grease on your door hinges. Next up is going to be your cabin air filter, which I believe it's common in most cars, is that it is behind your glove box. Okay, so as you can see straight back there, that is your cabin air filter. And I usually go off the idea of changing that every kind of like two or so oil changes. It's not like the end of the world if you don't change it very often. It's just sometimes like if you run your AC or heat or something, everything flows through that filter. So if it starts to sit there for a long time, it's going to start to smell funny in your car every time you're driving around. So that one's worth changing every so often. I think most places you can buy a cabin air filter for like 15 bucks. So that's another one of those ones that if you take it to a dealership, they're going to charge you probably whatever their minimum labor is, which could be like half an hour, an hour, which is like 50 to 100 bucks on most typical shop labor costs for something that's really only worth $15. So that's something else that you can easily change yourself. Okay guys, the final few things that are simple enough to change yourself, and the only reason I thought of this was because I was actually going through, I bought my vehicle used from a dealership, so I had all the papers of the maintenance that had been done, and I noticed that it was actually on some of the maintenance papers, and what it is windshield wipers. So changing your windshield wipers is super easy to do yourself, and I am about to do them, and maybe I'll just make a quick video for anybody who doesn't know how to change their windshield wipers. It's super easy. But yeah, I think that about sums it up for just like the simple stuff that doesn't really require much in terms of tools. For stuff that you could do that requires tools, like I said, the oil change, if you want to do the full change, you're going to need a proper socket set to be able to get your filter off, probably jack stands if you're driving a small car, stuff like that. But beyond that, you could do tire rotation. A lot of people like to do tire rotations every 1 to 2 oil changes. So pretty much, if you don't know what a tire rotation is, it's more common in two-wheel drive vehicles. The two driving wheels that have power wear out faster. And what a tire rotation is you take those, for example, my car is front wheel drive, you take your two front wheels and you move them to the back, and then you move the back wheels to the front. So what that generally does is it allows you to wear your tires out more evenly, so you get, I guess, every last centimeter out of your wheels before having to actually replace them. That's one, and the other simple stuff is just replacing headlights, that kind of stuff. It's not really difficult to do, and it's not worth really taking into a shop to get it done. I guess another one I could add to the list on the area of tires is doing your brakes. Doing your brakes definitely requires a little more tools. You definitely need jack stands, all that. I don't recommend doing brakes using the kind of gimmicky jack that comes with your vehicle with the spare tire. That's kind of sketchy. Anyways, I think that about sums up my list of simple maintenance stuff you can do on your own that'll save you. Honestly, like if you look at everything I said on the list, just doing all those on your own, it'd probably save you like a couple $100 at least. If you're willing to just kind of spend an afternoon doing it. They're not difficult. If you have any kind of like questions about them, it's really easy to find stuff online for almost every car out there. So yeah, that about sums up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, drop a like. If you want to see more videos regarding kind of like simple car stuff, as well as more build kind of following towards my Mazda, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Yeah guys, sorry, I forgot I was going to mention one last thing. Almost every car has an owner's manual in it, and in almost every owner's manual you can find this page here, and that's your scheduled maintenance list, which kind of tells you everything you need for your car done. So if you ever do take your car in to get maintenance done on your car, make sure you're generally going by this list and you don't get kind of screwed over by the dealership or shop that you take it into, because some shops do like to try like upsell you things that they say like, oh, you need this done, but in reality you really don't. But yeah, that about sums up the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, drop a like. For more content regarding my Mazda and just simple car stuff, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to upload once a week, so I hope I don't disappoint. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Peace.